right, folks, it's Joel Broughton here. I'm pretty excited to be talking to you guys tonight, and I wanted to spend some time talking about funded sponsoring again and really what it is and how you can implement it into your business and really what you should be getting out of it, okay? Because I think sometimes as, we go about building our network marketing businesses, a lot of people that I talk to, they tend to lose sight of the big picture because they get so caught up in all the details of trying to sponsor new people or trying to get excited about their business and just go off and start working rather than actually creating a plan and creating a system to be able to use to systematically have success with their business. So tonight, what I want to spend some time talking to you guys about is actually creating a plan for your business and just kind of outlining for you and just showing you, I guess, what I've done with my business over the last few years and really systematically how I build it to be able to be successful, where I can sponsor members pretty much on any given day just with a few clicks of buttons on my computer to send out a few emails, to send out some offers, or to have people automatically calling me every day. I mean, I've constantly got phone messages of people wanting to join my business and talk to me about it and stuff like that. So basically, I want to talk to you a little bit about the actual process of setting this up. Now, I've taken the time over the last number of months setting up the system, setting up the autoresponders, setting up the websites, everything for you. So you don't have to do that, but you do need to understand how it's all set up and why it's set up the way it's set up and how you can take advantage of it. And I think that's so important for you because, what are your options? Do you continue to just kind of buy leads and invite them to your business? Do you continue to spend money on advertising that may or may not work? Do you continue to throw money at the problem? Or is the problem a marketing problem? Is it an advertising problem or a system problem that you're having that you're not able to, continuously bring people into your business and really, I guess, understand it and be able to predict the future of your business, okay? And that's something that I want to talk about, specifically in terms of, over the last couple of years, what I've really been successful at doing is creating a system and using, obviously, funded sponsoring as the main focus of what I'm doing that allows me to predict my future results, okay? Now, we don't have a crystal ball, but what we do have is we have the ability to predict the future based on past results, okay? So if you had, and really the only way we can do that is not based on sales, okay? We can't do that based on, taking a human being, sticking them in front of a prospect and trying to sell that prospect, okay, into your business, trying to get them excited about an opportunity. It doesn't work that way because the probability of something going wrong or something being different in that sales process goes higher and higher each time you add a human interaction in there, okay? So picture this. For your sales process, for your process of bringing people from a lead to a prospect to through your sales process into becoming a new member, the more human interaction that they have. Now, I'm not saying that human interaction isn't integral and it isn't important, okay? But what I am saying is the more human interaction that happens during that process of bringing the prospect from just being a lead or just inquiring to actually joining your business, the more human interaction that happens, the higher the probability that you're going to screw it up. Okay, the higher the probability that I'm going to screw it up, okay, if we start interacting a lot with our prospects during the sales process. So the less we interact with them for the actual sales, okay, or for the presentation, the better, okay? Now, I'm not saying that your sales ratio is going to go up by using computers and automation. What I am saying, though, is the predictability of success will go up the less you interact with the sales process. And I'm going to say that again. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. The predictability of the success of your sales process will go up the less human interaction you have, the more automation you have. You can better predict what is actually going to happen because there's no human that's going to get in there and kind of say different things, or maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they don't show up or whatever. Okay? So the less we interact with each other, human on human, the better we can actually predict what's going to happen. So if we have our prospect interacting primarily, if not 100%, with our computer, see, our computer's not going to have a bad day. Our computer is not going to change the presentation or change the angle or change the feeling of or the emotion of the presentation of our business based on the prospect. It won't change that. Now, what's the downside to that? Well, the downside is that your actual enrolling ratio probably will go down. Okay? The actual total number of people that you enroll may come down. Okay? Or the probability of enrolling somebody when it's fully automated, you'll probably enroll less. Okay? Now, me personally, I'm willing to take that sacrifice because I'm completely eliminating myself from the majority of the enrolling process. Now, when I do that, I'm able to free up more of my time, okay, which is one thing, so complete time freedom by bringing prospects through a lot of the sales process before I interact with them. But also, I can better predict what's going to happen. All right, so let me just give you two scenarios. Fully automated, maybe we'll enroll 12% of our prospects. Okay? Fully humanized, or if you're doing a presentation, a very, back and forth, talking to them, a lot of human interaction, maybe you'll enroll 20%. Okay? But here's the difference, all right? The automation, let's say, is 12. Let's say the complete human interaction is 20. What side of that, and maybe we want to find somewhere in the middle ground, obviously, where we're automating but we're also interacting, but what side of those two systems or methods, I guess, is more likely to be able to be duplicated, okay, throughout your organization? Full automation at 12% or full human interaction at 20%. Okay? Maybe we'll enroll more as, the more human interaction we get. Maybe we'll enroll almost double. Maybe we will enroll double. But what's going to happen when you bring a new network marketer into the equation that just joined for the very first time and isn't good at the sales process? That 20% now goes down to 0, okay, or maybe 1%. All right, it gets completely trashed when the new prospect doesn't know anything about the industry, they don't know anything about the products, they don't know how the angles and the different things to say and the quirky little things that we throw in and the emotion and the feeling, and they don't know how to interact with prospects. So that 20% now comes down to maybe 0 or 1%. And that prospect, that new person, that new member is going to get really frustrated because, if you have a completely human interaction type business, it's very difficult to get a lot of other people to have success other than maybe just the salespeople, okay, or the people that fit in well with that, creating that sales process. Whereas on the flip side, on the other side, on the automation side, if you're enrolling 12%, and maybe that number is only 6%, I don't know, okay, but whatever that number is, you can easily duplicate that because it's fully automated. It's, the presentation process, taking a prospect to becoming a member, is completely the same no matter who is actually the sponsor, okay, whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's our brand new member, whether it's somebody with no experience, okay, in this industry. All they have to do is actually get people to the presentation. And maybe they're going to do that online through advertising, which actually would be the same as if I advertised online too. Okay, so now we're competing at the same level. All right, now, we've completely eliminated skill from the equation. Now, again, like I said, I'm not saying that we should do that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. But what I am saying is if you automate and if you actually create a system that's going to do most of the presentation and the process and the education and walking the prospect through the process, developing a relationship with them, okay, enticing them, presenting to them, the more we have the computer do that for us, okay, and when I say computer, sometimes it's going to be online videos, online audio presentations, so there can be kind of that human feeling still and that human touch. It doesn't have to be just all writing. But when we actually have that, your business will actually be able to duplicate better, okay, and faster and more successfully throughout your organization. We're leveling the playing field across the board. So if you're somebody that doesn't like sales, or if you enroll somebody into your business and sponsor them and they don't like sales, they're going to much more lean towards the automated kind of stuff, okay? Now, if you are kind of this salesy, personable type person and you want to talk a lot more, what I would suggest is you use the automated stuff, but then you can add in some of your sales flair during the process, right? By interacting with the person, talking to them, touching base with them, and creating that around the system instead of going to the far end and being completely dependent on sales skill and sales ability. Having said all that, I would much rather, in my business, be able to predict my results on a consistent basis, week after week, month after month, than rely on my sales skill, my mood, my emotion, what's happening in my family, okay, my time. I would much rather be able to predict. I'm willing to take less results, okay, for consistency, for complete 100% consistency. And you've got to decide whether or not you're willing to maybe give up. And for some of you, it's not even giving up. Some of you, it's going to be a step forward. Okay, many of you, okay, most of you, it'll be a step forward, okay, by using a systematic approach in a funded sponsoring system to be able to do a lot of the relationship building, a lot of the, even so far as almost the sponsoring, okay, for you. So how do we set this up, or why is this set up this way? Well, basically, what I've learned over the years is that we need to provide solutions to our customers. Okay? Customers don't buy products. Customers don't buy services. Customers don't buy the latest, greatest juice or the vitamin because of the vitamin. What they're doing is they want to buy a solution to a problem or a potential problem that they see in the future. Okay? That's why, everybody always jokes and they say, you can't sell ice to an Eskimo, or, that salesperson's so good they could sell ice to an Eskimo, right? Somebody that, obviously living up north ain't going to buy ice. It's all over the place, right? So what we want to do, though, is we don't want to sell a problem, okay? We don't want to sell another problem to our customer or to our new distributor. And that's what most people are doing, okay? When you actually bring a business to somebody who's looking to make money, you may be thinking you're bringing the solution to them. But here's the thing. You need to put yourself in the new distributor or the prospect's shoes. Just try and put yourself into their shoes for just a minute. Your new prospect is looking to make money to be able to pay their bills, okay? Or to generate extra income to be able to create a college fund for their kids, or to be able to make money to be able to supplement their income as a second income. Okay, maybe one spouse is working, the other one's staying at home with the kids, and they want to create a second income. Whatever the situation, they're actually looking to make money. Okay, they want to know how to make money. And so what we do as network marketers, most of us, okay, and I've gotten away from this, and obviously I'm providing more solution-based marketing rather than, creating another problem. What we do is we say, you know what, we have this great business, and it's called, ABC Company or whatever your company's called, and here's our great products, and here's our compensation plan and how you can get paid. So what do you think? Do you want to join? Company, product, compensation. Do you want to get started? What it's doing actually is it's confusing slightly to the prospect, and it's creating another problem for them, because most people don't tell that prospect how they're going to be marketing the business, how they're going to be sponsoring new customers, who they're going to be talking to, how they're actually going to make money with the business. Most businesses forget to do that, okay? So what we do is we lead with the business, and we say, this is a great company, it's a great product, we get really excited, we're going to make a lot of money. Subconsciously, the prospect isn't thinking, oh, this is a great opportunity, let's get started. And some just kind of get caught up in the excitement, but they really still want to know how. How am I going to do this? How am I going to make money with this? So instead of bringing the network marketing business to them right away, what I found is much more successful is to provide them with information as to how they're going to make money. Sell them the plan, okay? Sell them the information about how to be successful online. Generic information about how to be successful online. Show them, how to get set up with a website. Show them how, what the plan is to be able to generate leads and prospects to be able to sell to. I mean, if we show them all that first, then their problem becomes, okay, now I know how to make money online, or now I know how to make money from home. Now I need something to sell. Okay, do you see the transition there? So we started with, I want to make money, so let's show them how to make money first. Let's sell them the information about how to do that, how to make money. That's what they really want to know. When they first call you or when they first answer your advertisement, they're actually answering the advertisement saying, how do I make money from home? They don't generally know. So let's provide them with that information first. And then when they've learned that information, or when they've read it, or they've got it now, they know how to, how they're going to run some advertising, how they're going to generate some leads and some prospects, and how they're going to be able to run the business, how it all works. Now they need a product to sell. Okay? If you give them the product to sell first, they don't know how to. Now they got two problems, and they're probably not going to join your business in the first place because you haven't solved their first problem first. So let's provide kind of more solution-based marketing. Let's provide them the solution to how to make money, and then as soon as they know how to make money, now we've created a second problem for them. Now, what do I sell to make this money? Because I know how to make it now. I know how to advertise. I know how to get prospects. I know who I'm going to sell to. Now, what am I going to sell them? Glad you asked. Okay, and that's where you introduce them to your network marketing business and to your product line and to your compensation plan. Okay, because now they're looking for a product. Now they need a product to sell. They need to be an affiliate of a company, or they need, to be able to sell a product. They're already sold on network marketing at that point. They're sold on the concepts. They're sold on how to advertise. They're sold on that they need a website. They already know all that now. Now we bring them into our network marketing business. Okay? And it's a much easier transition for your prospects. And I can tell you from my experience over the last number of years doing this, it's a slam dunk when you get to your business. Because you're selling in a vacuum, okay, which means that there really isn't a lot of other opportunities at that point that the prospect is looking at. When you first get to them, generally the prospect is looking at a few different things, or maybe they're going to a few different websites. But once they've purchased the information from you about how to make money online, now you're pretty much just selling to them one-on-one. They're not really looking anymore because they've spent money with you for you to teach them and be their coach, or for us to do it together, for you and me to teach them and be their coach. Okay? Now you're basically just doing a one-on-one sales process where they're looking now for a product to be able to sell. If you asked, here's my network marketing business. Okay? And you're going to be able to sell them and get them started in your network marketing business. Okay, hopefully that makes sense in terms of why funded sponsoring and what we want to offer them. Now, the initial product offering or the initial information offering can always be done completely automated. Okay? Because unless you're selling a $1,000 information product up front, which I don't recommend, by the way, I recommend that you sell a small. Okay, I mean that's what works across the industry. Why would we fight it? Why would we try and reinvent the wheel? It doesn't make sense. I'd rather just copy other people's wheels. Okay, nobody nowadays, generally, mass markets vehicles or cars with 5 wheels or 3 wheels. They don't make cars with 3 wheels or 5 wheels generally. Okay, mass marketed. They make them with 4 wheels. So let's make our information product business and our network marketing business, our funded sponsoring model, let's make that the same as everyone else's. It just makes sense. Why try and, make this fantastic breakthrough? You'll go broke trying to make a breakthrough in this industry. Why not just copy what's successful? Once you're successful, hey, by all means, go out and invent something. Okay? But, most of us came here to learn how to just make $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month. That's kind of your starting point. And once you're up to whatever your goal is, hey, have at her, okay? You can go create your own systems. You can go create your own, fantastic new idea. But until then, let's stick with what works. Okay, let's stick with what'll get you to your short-term goals. Ultimately, My goal is to make you guys all superstars in the network marketing industry. Have a great evening, everyone. Again, this is Joel Broughton. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.